Hello, welcome to this short guide video. This is going to be bit different. This is a game that's already on YouTube in the playlist for the Season 42 Chalice. Run is not a great description. I think I played about 7 games, so I just sort of come and play a bit casually in CCL sometimes. So I don't put any attempts to qualify runs sort of thing together. But this is a game I looked at. So I had some coaching earlier this week, and this is a game we looked at in it. One of the things I wanted to look at in coaching was offensive drives as a particular focus, because I struggle with them in terms of what will usually happen is I'll score too quickly to give the ball up and my opponent scores again. Or I just give up the ball, like get bogged down, lose the ball, and then either don't score or I can concede a touchdown. It's the two ways my attacking drives tend to go. So I wanted to look at that specifically. I'm going to skip ahead a bit. We ended up only actually watching through the first half of this game, because we were using this game as a bit of an example. And my first half was quite good because I was winning 1-0 at half time, having kicked. I'm playing the undead. But we didn't get to actually run out of time. We went over a bit anyway. But I'd like to look at that because I was saying that I think I've sort of got the tools to look at that myself then. And that was an unfortunate 1 in 81 into knockout Tomb Guardian, which set up me being able to steal the ball and go on and be leading at half time. But I'm going to skip through the first half quite lightly because I want to look at my attacking drives in the second half where I can. Something I want to look at actually is, if you'll excuse me, there are some drawing tools on Camtasia. Annotation. No. I'm not sure if I can find them actually. I think I might have to enable them before. Yeah, I think I have to enable them before I start recording. So that's not going to work so well. In fact, I'm going to pause for a bit and then cut this bit out and find out how I can do it. Okay, I found out how to do it. Yeah, so this basically develops with me getting the ball. I think I scored earlier than I needed to. Turn 3 or 4, I think. We'll skip ahead a bit. This is a turn we looked at in quite some detail on my next turn. This is a turn we looked at in quite a bit of detail, talking about how best to get hold of the ball, or kind of what the aim of that was going to be. They're just trying to dodge their Tomb Guardian out of surf danger there. If there are 6, it's great for them. If they don't, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so we looked through this turn, worked out the most efficient order to do things in, and I kind of I'd done pretty well this turn. I think I would have done, like looking at it again, I would have done something a bit different to what I actually did. This was quite a good turn. This is the turn that made the first turn what it was, really. So I think we were talking later about blitzing with this Tomb Guardian, this mummy, to get rid of the thrower, and then try and make away. Then do this block, so the ghoul would be free to just pick that up on a 3. But instead, I stand up here and I blitz this thrower, which turns out to have a major impact on the game, because the thrower dies and doesn't regen. And it's their only thrower as well. So Khemri teams need throwers to reliably move the ball around. And I've got 3 tackle zones on the ball, so I'm not holding it, but it's fairly safe. And then I'll just take a poke down there. And this kind of goes on. I think I end up scoring turn 4. So we're just trying to sort of set the stage for the second half, really, so we can see how I threw it away, because I end up not winning the game. And from the position I'm in at half time, even now, I should be winning the game. Yeah, so I just run this guy into the end zone, and then grab the ball with this ghoul and take it down there. Which I don't need to do because they're not going to stop me holding it up for a turn. I should probably just be waiting with the ball down here, out of reach of these skeletons. 2, 4, 5, not quite out of reach, but I could screen off. Instead I just throw loads of dice at it and make a 3+3+ pass to go 1 up in turn 3. which is where we're at there. But it's my offensive drive second half that let me down. So I defend the rest of this drive. The Khemri leave themselves with a lot to do. I got aggressive with the ball carrier, and they're using a blitzer to carry the ball now without the thrower. Came fairly close to being able to score myself again at the end of this half, but don't remember what happens there actually. I know, yeah, they don't. I think they just kind of crowd the ball and it becomes a bit too difficult to do it, and I have to bring this guy back here and end up having no rerolls and having rolled that. But there was a time there was like a late dodge in turn 7 which I re-rolled, which I probably shouldn't because it's a bit unnecessary. I'm just going to turn my volume down a bit here. Oh, it's maximum. No wonder it sounds so loud. I feel like I'm shouting over the game volume, even though on the recording it will be fine. So second half, is me setting up for attack. So being 1-0 up and having the ball, my choices are scoring quite quickly or just holding the ball for the whole half and scoring late to give them little chance of doing it. But either way, I should win. I shouldn't be in a position here where I don't win the game. So that was why I picked this game to look at. But I'll have a look now at how I played the second half and what I can do better to make sure I get the win. Movers wise, they've lost their thrower, who's very important. I've had a dirty player skeleton sent off, and this skeleton's injured, so I think that puts me on no skeletons. I'm pretty sure I'll play 2. That's a broken skeleton as well, -1 movement. So I'm down to no skeletons. I like having, I play 2 skeletons when I play undead. I start with 2 skeletons, 3 zombies. Because I like to have the skeletons available when I'm attacking, because of the extra movement they've got. And also they make better dirty players because of the extra movement. So grab a quick snap. Means I can stand under the ball. I'm obviously looking to push this flank. So I think the way I'll set up here, this game is in September, so I don't really remember it properly. Early September, I think, and a lot's happened since then. But the way I'm pushing a flank here suggests I go for a quick score to make it 2-0, and then see what they do with it, because then I've probably won 2-1 at worst. But I think leaving this flank open is an error. Which probably means going for the quick score is an error. I think if I'm playing Elves or Skaven or something, looking to score in turn 10 is probably a decent idea. But I'm not. I'm playing Undead. Go for a blitz on this mummy. Greed reroll. Gets the mummy down. And my line is, it's a bit too... It's all over here. And that green reroll means my mum goes down there. And I'm not in control of this bit of the pitch, which is what I need to be doing, really. And I can't stop if the Khemri want to send players around here, which they probably do. That's going to put me in danger. And I think he's probably how this goes. Yeah, so the blitz is here on this ghoul. He's on the line of scrimmage. So I think my plan was to obviously not have the ghoul on the line of scrimmage by the time that turn finished. But I had the both down there, which meant that it was. And now I've got this blitzer over here, so it's pressure on the ball that I'm not dealing with. So first thing I've done wrong, I think, is setting up too lopsided and not covering this wing. If I'd had players in here, I would have made it harder for them to get through. And I had I just overloaded it here to blitz a Tomb Guardian, and that's committed these players in here as well, where they're now outstrengthed. So I think blitzing the Tomb Guardian and not setting up on this flank are things I should not have done. Let's take a wrestle there. I have to come back and watch this guy. I think the order in there was not great either. Like this, that was a free move. And if that was a double skulls, like I wasn't gaining anything taking this guy down because I wasn't freeing up another player. Yeah, so that should have been my first action. That Tomb Guardian just goes down. So the ball comes back because this is a dodge blitzer. It's only 4+ dodges, but it's got a reroll. So here, so looking to establish a bit more control in the middle here with that blitz, and I've knocked down 3 players this turn, and then dodging to there. I think because I used the dodge skill, I think I'm still looking at a fast score. So I'm dodging around because I've used the dodge skill already with this one. I didn't take the second 3+1, and then a double red power. Okay, so I kind of get away with that one. I think later in the half I try it again. It doesn't work, and I'll another one straight away. I shouldn't be throwing those. I think even was probably worst case, this Tomb Guardian's still marked, and best case I take it down. And it's a block player hitting a not block player. But I had one already, I shouldn't have expected 2 of those to work. Although even a pushback would have been quite good. I just needed not a skull to turn up. Yeah, these goals should not have gone forward. I should have abandoned the plan of scoring quickly by now, because these goals are just trapped in here, and now one's getting fouled. Into a stun. 1 dice on this zombie, so this blitz is free again. So I'm left here, turn 11. I've still got 6 turns to get the ball up the other end, or really at least don't let them get the ball. So all the whites back here, they can't get it. If I keep this guy busy, they're not getting the ball because they're all quite hemmed in up here. They don't want to be dodging away. I don't know. I think my concern though is probably I'm out strength, so I'm not going to be able to compete and hold the ball up. I don't know, and my thinking is probably make sure I score when I've got the ball. I think that's probably where I'm going. But here there's not a lot on really. I mean, I've got 2 dice on this Tomb Guardian. I can hit one of these. I kind of need to hit this guy, but both of my whites are tied in here with Tomb Guardians, so that's good for the Khemri. Like, that's what they'd want. Which means I'm probably going to have to dodge with the white. And ideally I want this tackle white over here, where the only dodge player is. So my priorities for this turn should probably be freeing up these whites. So leading off with the wrestle guy, it's the safest block I had, I think. So I think my mummies can both hit people on 2 dice. Okay, this skull's coming back here. I think, changed my mind. So I need to think about what I'm doing first. Am I looking for a 1 dice here? It looks like I am. That 2 dice. This dodge blitzer is still the most dangerous thing. Yeah, and I'm not dealing with it. Okay, do dodge that white. That gives me 2 dice here. Is that going to be my blitz? No, a blitz there. I do get that Tomb Guardian down for a stun. Okay, so I've got my whites back. Now moves the ball forwards a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So still out of reach of this blitzer, unless they want to go through tackle zones. Which even with the dodge skill is not a good idea. That's 5s. And then you only get to use the reroll once. Okay, so it's tied up a white again. Go for another foul. I'm not sure if they've got a bribe available or if they're just making the most of it. I do have a bribe. Okay. Okay, not following up there means this white is still free. So is this block ghoul. And this blitzer is going to keep taking 1 dice blocks, and if it grabs a stun, I'm in trouble with just this zombie watching it. So looking at it here, Khemri don't have a lot here. Their Tomb Guardian's getting sucked into this wing, which I think this turn means I need to pivot that way. So my blitz should probably be this Tomb Guardian, and it's going to have to be this mummy who does it. So we're looking at, yeah, this zombie's only got 1 square. It's a go for it to get there and be useful, or I have to use this zombie as the assist. And I think it's this zombie as the assist. This one just stands in there. So I can blitz, push the Tomb Guardian in there, keep it tied up. But before that, this tackle white should be over here, on the dodge guy. So if he wants to dodge away, he loses the reroll, and he doesn't just keep hitting this zombie until it goes down and stays down. So that makes that safe. I blitz there, and I try and just claim a bit of space here. Maybe try and bring the ball into this pocket, but I don't know if I can really make it safe enough. But I think I need to be driving that way, and try and leave the Tomb Guardians over here. So I do put that in there. And maybe I do try and do that this turn, it just doesn't work. No, so I don't blitz with that mummy. I'm obviously trying to blitz somewhere else. I'm just going to engage over there. Oh, I'm blitzing with him. Okay, trying to deal with this guy by hitting him rather than... and just get a pushback. And don't follow. Should have followed that. I don't think that's good enough. That's going to be 3 dice. I do like setting up 3 dice blocks with strength 5 players. It didn't work, just a push. To dodge away from the touchline. Okay, leaving the ball there, which, yeah, it's probably good. I think bringing it further forwards is not safe, because this Tomb Guardian can just push this zombie away. And if it's a knockdown, this one can attack the ball if it's here. So it's probably quite a decent turn. I think trying to claim more space here and control this area of the pitch by putting that Tomb Guardian down there, I think would have been better. And just marking this guy with tackle with 2 players. So next turn, I can just hit it. Because I'm sure towards the end of the turn, my opponent's just going to take that 1 dice again. It's just a 2+ roll, 4+ roll to get them knocked down. The blitz is there. Pushes that white away. Gauge in there. Another blitzer here who's going to watch for any attacks that come through. If I do manage to break through here, we've got this ghoul around here still. And that's allowing the Tomb Guardians to get a bit more central, and really they're in control of the pitch, the middle of the pitch here. They've got 3 Tomb Guardians who are just outstrengthening my mummy. And there's that 1 dice knockdown. And because he has to stand up, means I'm going to have to use my blitz here. So I do come from this way, which is the right way, because I can leave him there if it's a pushback. Get a knockdown this time though. And an armor break. So that's helpful. But if last turn I hadn't used my blitz there, I'd have just been able to make that hit unless I tried to dodge away, which shows a decent chance I'd fail. But I'm losing the battle for the middle of the pitch. Because there's just this wall of Tomb Guardian that I'm not going to get through. This isn't going quite as I remember, so I think I was misremembering it as a different game. Right, ball's gone over here. And that's not at all safe, I don't think. If they can get... Oh, they don't have any guards, so maybe it's all right. That's... Yeah, okay. I should not be throwing that. That's having another go at that 2 red dice. Re-rolled it and a skull came up both times, so... Yeah, that's my fault. No, I do remember this. And I can't remember why I did it, but I make a mistake by not using Fend on this blitz. And I can't, for the life of me, think why I thought that was a good idea. I don't know if my thinking was, oh, I can just hit that Tomb Guardian with this mummy. But obviously they're going to make that harder. And they've pushed back anyway. So now I've allowed the ball carrier to be marked by a Tomb Guardian. Using Fend there would have stopped that, although it might still have movement. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it would still have a square movement. Okay, so they could still have got in there. But yeah, I'm at the moment giving up 2 dice on the ball without any action required from my opponent. And there's no way through here. Again, they've redeployed their deeper players. And this round here means I'm not going to have a 3+ dodge out easily. I probably need to move this guy here. Hit that way. This mummy can move. That's 1 in 9. That'll 1 in 81. There. Okay, so my opponent had that in the first half, and I've just rolled the same, not for a knocked out mummy, but a stunned one. But I was looking for a 3+ dodge out to be available, and actually that was available before that block, so I should have taken that first. Blitz is there. 1 dice on that guy. That's 2 dice on the white. And we'll probably see 2 dice from that Tomb Guardian on the ghoul. Needs a power. So it's just a pushback. Re-rolls it, and it's just a pushback. But I'm stuck now. Ball carrier between 3 players. I'm really thinking about the game as a whole. The ball should not have come this far forwards. I'd have been better off keeping it back here when they were going to struggle to get it and just holding on for 1-0. And at the moment I'm still holding the ball on a dodge player. I'm not really a threat to score. I'm putting this in as my only scoring threat. But trying to get the ball to that player is going to be tricky. Then I've 1 in 9 that dodge as well. Oh, can't clear names like that. Yeah, so I think I was probably looking at getting over here to get an assist there. Yeah, probably hit this guy away, blitz with the ball carrier, and then come through that way and try and get the ball down here. It was probably the idea, but I needed that dodge to come off to get that assist there. So I could have, yeah, probably really should have. Although if I do that block first and get this skeleton down, a successful blitz here could mean I don't need to dodge at all. At worst, I've got a 3+ dodge, but if I knock both of them down, I don't need to dodge at all. So that was probably my thinking. But that dodge failed. So I'm left again, giving up 2 dice on the ball. Tomb Guardian goes that way. At the moment it's only 1 dice again, but the skeleton's coming down. Yeah, let's make it 2 dice for the blitzer. And there's the pal. And that's the skeleton did it there. So this is going to be the biggest scoring threat. At the moment can't reach. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's 1 square short at the moment. He's probably gonna blitz this zombie and then try and just move away. But the Khemri still have a lot to do to score from this point. But yeah, I'll blitz on 2 dice, push back, and then over here. needs to make sure it can reach. This square is within range, so could go for the pick up this turn, gets it, then moves forward a bit. And I've got at best 4+ dodge for 1 dice on the ball, needing a power to stop the score. Yeah, I think trying to bring the ball up when I didn't have control of this bit of the pitch was the major bit where this went wrong. It was much safer in the back corner. Here, I think I'm just looking at anything relatively safe before I try this. I think that's got to be there. Did get the 1 dice down, but it's a skull. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, Blitzer can just run that in. Even just standing there might have been better. Although I'm sure they could have just blitzed it away. I'll go for a blitz before scoring. Just gets pushed back on the ghoul. Still had rerolls, so fairly safe. And that made it 1-1. That's how the game ended. So I didn't need all those drawing tools that I paused to find in the end. I thought it might be useful to look at those. But I didn't really know what I was going to do going into this, so I thought it'd be good to have them available in case I wanted them. Yeah, that ended 1-1. So perhaps good to look at that. Yeah, I mean, you can see how dominant the Khemri were, and I never really held the middle of the pitch, so yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. But I think, yeah, deciding, like, not abandoning quick enough the idea to score quickly when it didn't look good, not controlling the centre and trying to bring the full ball forwards, yeah, areas like that, and then the stupid things like throwing the red dice blocks where I shouldn't be. Yeah, all contributors, because that left the Tomb Guardian free on that blitz where I didn't fend, but actually would have been alright anyway because the Tomb Guardian had enough movement. But that Tomb Guardian was free because I threw the red dice block I shouldn't have. Yeah, so little things, and that was the difference between winning and drawing the game. That's how it went. Yeah, so hopefully that's a bit helpful. Well, I think it's helpful for me to look at. I'll stick it up anyway. I was just considering maybe I wouldn't, but I've recorded it now. It doesn't really hurt to stick it on in this little guides playlist I've got. Yeah, I probably could have talked in more detail about some stuff, but you know, what's the point of coaching sessions if I'm just going to give it all away? Yeah, I can't think what else we've got coming up in this channel. We've got, I'm playing In the Crypt tonight, so that game will be up, I think, tomorrow night, probably. Otherwise, it'll be on Twitch this evening, looking at about 9 o'clock UK time. We're playing that. And that's on twitch.tv/Pageant of Inertia, but the link will be below.